Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles the Bandsman, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment. And we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And folks, we got some kind of show for you guys here today. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, this Bronny James thing is really turning into a big mess. It really is starting to become messy. Initially, when we got the word that LeBron wanted to play with his son in the NBA, it was kind of like a pipe dream at the time. You know, it'd be one of my dreams to play in the NBA with my son. It'd be one of my dreams. But when he was saying that, although Bronny was playing basketball, I think he said that around when Bronny was in high school, most people didn't really think much of it. But as time went on, Bronny went to college. You now started seeing this thing really start to pick up some steam. And people were like, no, it could happen. It could happen. It could happen. And then it came the moment where it looked like it was going to become a reality. And then they were talking about drafting him. And then ultimately he did get drafted by the Lakers as the 55th pick. But prior to him getting drafted, there were a lot of people that were skeptical of how good he could be as an NBA player. And there are a good amount of people out there that were saying that they don't think he's NBA ready, given his production. In college, I think he was averaging around 5 points in college. But nevertheless, you could see that it was something that they were really pushing for. Who's the they? The Lakers, Bronny's agent, and to a certain extent, probably the NBA, right? Certainly, and also, of course, LeBron fans, because LeBron fans support anything LeBron does, seemingly. So then comes NBA draft night. In the second round, he gets picked as the 55th pick. And a lot of people were still questioning whether or not he could play. Then we had Summer League. Summer League, I think he played, 6 games? For the first 3 or 4 games, it didn't look so good. Then he began to pick up some steam in the last 2 games. But still at that time, a lot of people were like, Bronny doesn't look like he's going to be any good. Then we get to the preseason. And thus far in the preseason, the Lakers have played, to my understanding, 3 preseason games. And Bronny James has been very bad. Very bad. And just last night, before I went to bed, a crazy stat appeared to me, and I actually couldn't believe that I was looking at the stat. I was like, this is actually crazy, right? This is actually crazy. And I think that it doesn't bode well for Bronny James right now. But before we even get into this crazy stat about Bronny James' production in the NBA so far, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, PrizePicks, which is the largest daily fantasy sports platform in North America. PrizePicks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with over 5 million active members. PrizePicks makes it easy to get real money action on sports and players you love. Pick more or less on 2 or more players in any sport to win up to 100 times your entry fee. For example, here's a possible winning player projection lineup. Tyreek Hill for more than 90 receiving yards and Dak Prescott for more than 263 passing yards. Josh Allen for less than 240 passing yards and CB Lamb for more than 96 receiving yards. And if you're like me and you want to play safe, you will love the new features PrizePicks invented. Flex Plays. Flex Pays are the safest way to play PrizePicks. You can still make a profit or win some money back even if a couple of your picks don't hit. On top of this, PrizePicks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money in as quick as 15 minutes. So download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on PrizePicks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So let me get into this stat. I want to put it up for you guys. It says Bronny James has the lowest plus minus of all preseason players with a plus minus of minus 40. Bronny James's plus minus through 3 preseason games ranks dead last amongst the 495 players to log minutes so far. This is crazy. This is actually crazy. If you look at Bronny's stats in the first 3 games, He's averaging 0.7 points a game while attempting 3.7 field goals a game, which means that Bronny is shooting, he's shooting 9.1% from the field. 9% from the field. He's shooting 0% from three. He hasn't made a three yet. He's shooting 0% from the free throw line. He hasn't attempted a free throw yet. He's averaging 1 rebound a game, 0.3 assists. Get this. Bronny James is averaging more turnovers than points so far. He's averaging 1.7 turnovers. Now, why are we pointing this out? If you notice, I'm not laughing. Because this is not a laughing matter. It just isn't. There's actually nothing funny about this. Do you know why? Because Bronny James seems to be a really, really cool young man. He's actually very, very likable. Very likable. I think he's much more likable than even his dad is. He seems very personable, charismatic, genuine. He seems like a really nice person. So I think it pains a lot of people to see what he's going through. And I don't take any joy or pleasure. Now, some people do, but I don't. The reason I don't take any joy in this is because I believe that Bronny is the unofficial sacrificial lamb for the Lakers. I want to read a poll off to you guys that we published on our community section on our channel just a few days ago. I think it was about 2 days ago, and we asked, excuse me, no, let me see, where did I put this poll? Yeah, 2 days ago. And I asked the following question. I said, who benefits the most by Bronny James playing in the NBA? Option 1 was Bronny. Option 2 was LeBron. Option 3 was the Lakers. And option 4 was LeBron, the Lakers, and not Bronny. 21% said Bronny. 59% said LeBron. 5% said the Lakers. 15% said LeBron, the Lakers, and not Bronny. So essentially 80% of the people feel like, at least the 7,700 people that voted on that poll, feel like Bronny is the one that gets left with he's the one left with the short end of the stick in this whole entire equation. I don't see how Bronny benefits from any of this. And I've heard various people try to make these crazy arguments about, oh, you know, if you're a dad and you want to make sure you do everything that you can for your kid. And first of all, for the parents watching the show, including myself, no parent, at least no responsible parent, puts their kids in a situation that they could possibly fail or get embarrassed. No parent would willingly want to put their kids through that. Nobody. Parents usually want to put their kids in the best position to succeed. They don't put them in the worst position to fail. They don't do that. And in this particular instance, I don't see how Bronny is being put in a position to succeed. Forget about his production. Look at all of the things that are being said about him all over the sports world. And who do I blame for this? I don't blame Bronny. Funny enough, I don't blame him. The people I blame are the people that have been hyping him up all this time. Who are those people? The media. The media is complicit in all of this. Because whenever Bronny James has a highlight, he has a block shot or whatever, they plaster it all over the internet as if something spectacular happened, when in reality, nothing really occurred. So they've been hyping him because it generates engagement, views, ultimately money. Another person I blame for this is LeBron himself. I blame him for the things that he said prior to Bronny being drafted. He put unnecessary pressure on Bronny by saying, man, Bronny is better than some NBA players right now. Really? Is he? Bronny can play on the Lakers right now. Really? Could he? So whenever you heap those type of expectations on a kid, he has to live up to that, and people are going to test him to see if he's about that. People are like, oh, you know, you shouldn't make much of it. Bronny should go to the G League. And like, if he goes to the G League, it may be even worse in there. because you're dealing with a pack of players that are fighting to get to the NBA. Bronny, they may not even view him as a threat in the NBA, but those G League players are like, you have a spot that I should have. So they're going to go at him. And people are trying to make it about, oh, you don't love your son. Some people took it to the black thing. It's all kind of stupid nonsense. Oh, you don't understand the black people, the white people put their kids in position to succeed, and therefore, they do it. So that, again, I keep asking this question. Why are some black people modeling their lives after what white people do? If a white man does this and he did it, well, I got to do it too. Why? White people don't sit there and compare their lives. So, well, black guy did that, so I need to. Why are you comparing yourself to what they did? Number one. Number two, if you're talking about nepotism, the key ingredient to the successful process of giving your legacy, your wealth, your business, whatever it is, to your children, is that those kids need to be qualified to manage the wealth. You think is every rich person or successful person that just gives all their kids to the wealth, give all their wealth to their kids or their business to their kids? There's some successful people that know that their kids, if they give them their business, they're going to F it off. So they give it to other people that can manage it better from them, and they just give them shares out of the business because they know if they give it to the kids, they're going to run it into the ground. Haven't you heard of businesses where they give the kids the business and then they run it? There was a very famous businessman in Nigeria. He had a bank. I forgot the name of it. Was it Access Bank or I forgot the bank. He gave it to his son. The dude built up this bank for decades, one of the most successful banks in the country. The moment the son took it over, they were talking about bankruptcy 5 years or so later. So nepotism, give it to my son, give it to my daughter, give it to my daughter. No, you give it to them if they're qualified. And the question now becomes, is Bronny qualified to be in the NBA? And I think we can all agree thus far, the answer is no. There's no evidence for this. And in the end, I think he's the one that's going to get embarrassed by everything that's happening. And it's a damn shame. It is a damn shame because Bronny did not need to be in this position. And I got to say one last thing. Bronny James' father is a billionaire. Okay? So I don't understand the argument of Bronny trying to go into the NBA. There's so many things Bronny could have done that would have made him a multimillionaire than playing basketball. He could have been a CEO. He could have been a CFO in one of his father's companies and still been wildly successful. His father could have bought a team. He could have made him the general manager, taught him how to come up and, get an experienced general manager, make him work under him, and then he'll become a general manager and then ultimately own the team. And there's so many avenues for it and Bronny seems like a very, very sharp guy. So I don't know why he's being forced to be in this role to fulfill this. Oh, we're going to make history on this. Anyway, it's a damn shame. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we catch you on the next show. Peace.